Guys, welcome back to Living Understaffed. This is Sarah.
This is Erica.
Great. We're already off to a great start. So today, guys, we have the hosts of the Trash Panda Podcast. We have Colin and we have Gotts. And Gotts, I assume that Gotts is what you go by, but I actually don't know your first name.
It's Jacob, but Gotts is what I go by.
Okay, well, fantastic. So these
Who the fuck
these
is Jacob? It's a joke.
Don't know.
We don't know. I'll just start off being.
So I've actually guested on Colin's other podcast, Colin's Couch, and it's so fun. Like we sit there and we talk life. What was that? That one episode?
The two shitty episodes that I've done.
No,
it's fun.
No, it was great. The one that I was on was, what was that guy's name that was on with us? The first one. Not Tim.
Not Tim. Oh, poor Tim. Oh,
poor Tim. God. No, so the three of us bonded about
Jody. It was Jody.
Jody B. Yeah, so the three of us bonded about our near-death experiences. So it actually was pretty interesting and like, hey, this happened to me. Hey, this happened to me. So it was pretty okay. So
you have
guys,
a near-death experience story, Gotts? Not at all. Not even like close.
Just you're better at life than you.
I guess you are better at life than me, bro. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. God.
Why not?
That's a silly thing to
better at
apologize
life
for.
than him.
Oh my God.
Nah, never.
It's terrible. Well, guys, premise of the podcast is living understaffed. So Erica, will let you go first with this week and how you felt understaffed.
Everything is really well. Okay, so most of my understaffed things are like too personal for the pod. But do you remember? Have I talked about the nipple piercing incident on?
I don't think so.
Oh,
okay. I'll do that one because it's good.
Okay.
Well, my interest just peaked. Oh, let's go. Okay.
It was interesting enough for Colin's eyebrows to go up, and he put his light down. Like he was just like.
I was like,
my nipples are pierced. This is important to the story. And my husband was deployed, and like right before he came back, and this is after like the air conditioning went out in my car, and my fridge broke, and I broke my toe, and like my dog had to have surgery. Like literally every possible shitty thing that could happen had already happened, and I was like, great. Nothing else can happen. He comes back in like a week. Everything's going to be fine. I should have known. Rocky, my dog, gets like the midnight zoomies sometimes, and he sleeps in my bed with me, and he woke up and he had the midnight zoomies, and I don't sleep with a shirt on. This is also important to the story. And one of his little beans got like stuck like under the bar and like pulled it, and like it was fine. Like it wasn't fine. It hurt so bad, and I yelled at him so much. And the problem is that it got infected, so I had to go to the doctor. And my doctor is like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "Listen, can you just give me some antibiotics so I can go? I really don't want to have this conversation." And it just took a lot of time out of my life and my day, and the amount of times I had to explain to people.
New fetish unlocked. Let's go.
Women who have infected nipple piercings?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Mm-mm.
Oh. That
from experience
sounds
is pretty
brutal.
gross.
I mean, no, dude, no fetish for that.
Yeah, I would hope not. I mean, more power to you if that's your kink. You do you, boo.
Listen, I have 9 toes. Somebody has to have a kink for that. So, I mean, where's my foot finder? Where's my foot finder subscriptions, yo? I need all that. Get on my foot finder.
You need to be on the toe finder subscription.
No, foot finder.
No, because you lost it.
Amputee foot.
Erica thinks I'm funny.
Porn.
No, I got the
thought
joke.
Amputee porn is fucking no. Get out of here. Amputee porn.
I mean,
get famous from that.
if you're just down a toe, I feel like you're barely an amputee.
I mean, I am barely an amputee. I can still milk it for shit though. Like, it's fine. I can be like, oh shit, my fucking foot hurts today. I don't feel like walking. And then I can pull out the fucking wheelchair shit at Walmart and zoomy all day because I have fucking...
Yeah, but those things are super slow.
Nah, you just have to fucking fuck with them in the back and like you can make them go faster. You just got to know the tricks of the trade, okay? Yeah, that's exactly what she said. That's why I'm so good at everything in bed.
You're so good or just really fast? Because those are different.
I can be whatever you need me to be, baby. Come on now. You got that fucked up nipple now? Like, let's go.
To be clear, my nipples are fully healed.
Erect? Because mine are. Like, I'm really excited right now.
First of all, my nipples are pierced, so they're always hard. So you're welcome.
Oh, damn.
God. All right, Call. So it's your turn for an understaffed story. What's been going on this week?
Oh shit. Do you guys, which story should I tell, gods?
I mean, you should, the way you tell stories, you should probably just brief over all of it as quickly as you think you can.
That is true. Cause when I'm high, I get storytelling and this isn't a Trash Panda Podcast episode. So I gotta be brief. All right. So long story short, which I mean, medium story. My kid broke his arm. Fucking, what was it? Sunday? What day is it today? Tuesday? So,
yep.
Yeah, Sunday. So it was on my watch. So, like, listen, if you're a parent, everybody out in the world, whoever listens to this show, being a fucking parent is hard. All right? Fucking hard. Gots, you got kids? That shit hard?
I mean, it depends on how much you care about the end result.
You mean the end results of your kids?
Not wrong.
True. But it's hard. And I feel like I'm understaffed all the time just being as a parent. Well, anyway, Sunday, my youngest, my 5-year-old, broke his arm. And I'm a single dad, and we're at my house, and I was on the porch. He was on a Discord with me. We were just talking, hanging out. And I'm like, be careful. You better be careful. Like, I'll always tell them that. So Graham, my youngest, he's 5. So I have a fence around my dumpster. And they like to hang out there and like sit there and hang and just chill. So Graham, he's a good climber, but he's like timid when he comes to like kind of high jumps. So he was like, Dad, can you come get me? And I'm like, yeah, I'll come downstairs, whatever. And I'm on my way. And Sammy, my oldest, he's like climbing up. So Graham gets spooked and he jolts. So he loses his balance on the thing and he falls 5 feet on this fence, little Graham. All extended like this into the ground, just clonk, completely shattered all of his shit in his arm. And he's on the thing. So he's witness to this, right?
I'm not going to challenge the details of his story, but I remember it differently.
What?
I wasn't there. I seem to remember on a Discord with you, and you just said, I gotta go. Somebody died.
Oh.
Sarah, you better never do that to me.
We are women with anxiety. Absolutely fucking not would I do that to someone. But would I do that to someone on like my dying breath? If it was like a room full of people and I'm sitting there and I'm like taking my last breath, I would be like, they're coming for you. And then that's it. You know, I just freak out everybody in the room because I'm dead. It's not gonna.
My last words to be, I put the money and then die.
100%. I would absolutely like Agatha Christie that shit and have a whole fucking like scavenger hunt.
Yeah, you'd have an entire like fucking map drawn out for your kids, and it's just like like pictures of the cat that I thought was better than my kids anyway. So I just took pictures of like
Rich the kids.
I'm a Richie Rich the cat, bro. When I die, all that money is going to Mersh. I swear to God, fuck them kids. But
Just
anyway,
so she can swim around in it like Scrooge McDuck. I'm here for that.
That is a dream of mine. I hope one day that I hit the lottery or like something where, or like God sits it and he's like, here, bro, here's $1 million. I'm going to throw that shit in a pool or I'm going to do something and I'm going to fucking swim and dive in that money and I'm going to be naked and then I'm going to fuck somebody on it. And it's going to be the greatest day of my life. And it's just going to be wonderful.
Is it like coins or like paper money?
No, but a mixture because you got to swim
it's
it.
All pennies. It's all pennies.
I know. I was going to say like.
What?
You're going to knock yourself unconscious just diving into fucking quarters.
Yeah.
No, but if it's a baby pool full of quarters and you're back diving like that, I mean, I feel like you're okay.
I feel like that's still gonna be. It's gonna feel like a load of goddamn bricks. Like you're just gonna hit and be like, oh.
It's gonna be harder than bricks. Actually,
I mean, I got some padding in my back. I'll be all right.
Also, money's disgusting.
Yes,
it's grosser than like kid hands.
And hookers' titties and shit. Like you don't.
Yeah,
you're gonna feel
so
like
much
the
coke.
world's best stripper.
Yeah, I'm
exactly.
gonna smell
like
fucking,
so much.
I'm gonna smell like strawberry lube and shit, and I'll have glitter all over my body.
No, we've already discussed. It's gonna be the passion fruit lube. Passion fruit.
Shit,
coke. Obviously.
Shit and coke. Yeah, that's all it's gonna be. Just mountains of shit and coke on this fucking.
Well, hold on. Rewind for a second.
I was just thinking about making the Scrooge McDuck thing feasible. What if it's chocolate coins?
They have to be melty though, but that would still kind of hurt. I mean, you have to be melty.
It would hurt less than like
ask
metal.
Augustus Gloop. You can't, but I mean, ask Augustus Gloop. You could.
I like how he's like, quarters totally fine. Chocolate that is significantly softer, I don't think that would work.
I mean, I got hit with a metal pole today. I'm a little concussed. That's crazy. But rewind, yes. Back to the
rewind.
So
yes, is Graham okay?
No, Graham's. No, I mean, I don't know. I had to do this podcast, so I mean,
you know, you cuck. You fucking know.
Yes, Graham.
It was Sunday. House of the Dragon was on.
Yeah, House of the Dragon was on. Paige goes, hey, you know, I got everything. You can go. I'll take them home and stuff. And I'm like, bet. I got House of Dragons to watch. Tight. Get out of here. Bye. No, Graham's fine. I mean, as Graham can be as a 5-year-old that loves to be dramatic and fucking wants to be a drama kid. Yeah, he's fine.
I wonder where he gets the drama.
Shut the fuck up.
Mr. just asked me to get you water.
Yeah. Dad. Fuck you. But no, he's okay. He had to get surgery. So he has pins in his arm right now. And then next week he has to get his big cast. But he's really excited because we get to write on it and draw on it. So we're going to have a lot of fucking cool pictures on it. So
that's a pivotal moment for a lot of kids that get casted. That's like,
yeah,
I'm here for the art. Let's go.
Yeah, he's stoked. He's pissed that but dude, I've never seen a kid on so much fucked up like little kid painkillers that I have for a couple days. No, it's the cutest shit. When he woke up from his surgery, he goes, oh my God, it's tomorrow. My Amazon package is here. And that's all he keeps talking about. And we are like, Graham, buddy, we just ordered that a couple hours ago. And he was like, That was the first time I heard that kid say fuck, dude. Like, I swear to God.
What a damn cutie.
Oh, he is. He's a good kid. He's going to be a lady killer. He's funny as fuck. And he looks like his mom, so it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
All right,
We're
guys.
never going to be on this show ever again.
That's usually how it goes.
I know, dude. I'm sorry.
We get invited to one show and then like, don't bring them back. I actually have a pretty funny one from this weekend.
Tight.
Let's go.
From Horror Weekend?
So I'm single dad with 100%. Mom's completely not around. My 15-year-old has a job on Sundays where he makes pizzas. I got to take him to work at 11 every Sunday. So I was at someone's house Saturday night and didn't look at my phone till noon Sunday.
Dude, you texted me at like noon, and I'm like,
and I had like 75 messages from my son, like, bro, what the fuck? Where are you? I guess I'm not going to work today. I was like, I called him. I was laying in bed and I called him. I was like, hey, buddy. He was like, what?
Oh, no.
I was like, how you doing?
He's like, I'm all right, Dad.
I'm like, are they still waiting for you to come in or did you call in? And he goes, I called in. What do you think?
Oh.
And he was pissed because it's his only work day and it's money.
Right. Oh, I haven't heard that story yet, so that's hilarious.
Is this something like was he legitimately upset or was he just like, fuck, Dad did this again?
Well, Dad didn't do it again. But
Oh,
he
okay.
wasn't.
So, oh, I get that. That's insane.
He's probably just more bummed about the money than
Yeah.
anything.
He was just like, I had plans for that money.
Right.
Oh, I love how the kid is guilt tripping Dad. Like, hey, Dad, I'm very disappointed.
Listen, I'm not mad.
I'm
I'm just disappointed in you.
Yeah.
You're better than this.
Yeah, when your kid says that.
You're
to you,
better than this. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh,
awful.
shit, dude. That's fucking great. But was it worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that weekend for you, sir.
Well, I will say understaffed for me this week is like, I know the theme of the pod is being understaffed, but like the last 2 days have just been overwhelming to the point of me coming home and being like, I'm just going to shut down and do absolutely fucking nothing because I can't do all of the things. So we have a huge inspection at work next week that we have to prep for. I'm prepared, but like not prepared. We also have to deal with like our day-to-day activities, but then I'm also moving into a new place. I am leaving the country next week. I am dog sitting. I have a boy toy and like have no time for sexy time. And then moving all of my shit, like I'm trying to do it in bits and pieces instead of having to like have a whole day of moving. But also that's idiotic because if I just did it all in a day and got it over with, I'd be fine. But I can't do that because I have no time. Also, I have 2 part-time jobs and I'm in a class. So like, we're fine.
Which class are you in now?
It's a thing.
Fair enough. Okay.
So it's understaffed is like my fucking life right now. And it would be great if I had help. And I have friends, but I don't have like friends. So I can't just be like, hey, come over Saturday. We're just going to move my shit. And I don't have a lot of stuff, which is great. So I also don't want to call those people because I can do it all myself. But also I need to have some fucking grace.
Toy?
Yeah, you got a boy toy. He'll do all of that for you. And then you can have sexy time after in the shower. There you go. Done.
Boy toy is helping, but he's also leaving for an army thing. So like, yeah.
He's
fun times.
Sounds like you need a better boy toy.
Yeah, you need a God damn it, God.
Well,
Sorry.
Yeah, so this week has just been it's been a mess, and then up until next Friday, it's going to be completely nonstop. I'm working all 3 jobs all of Saturday and Sunday, plus have to pack, plus have to get my hair done, have to get my nails done, like whatever. It's fine. We're fine. I need Xanax and it's fine.
Dude, I have one left.
Sometimes.
Listen, I have one lorazepam left, and I'm saving that for like when I'm about to have a heart attack. But I'm going to get all of my meds on Wednesday. Like that is my goal when I get paid. It's like I've been off of my meds for 2 weeks.
That
now.
is such an American thing to say.
I know, dude.
I can't wait to get paid so I can get all my meds.
I know, dude, right? I need to go to Canada or some shit. I'm gonna go move and live with Batch. See if I could do that. I wonder if I'll let my kids come with me. You think Paige will be alright with that? You might have to beep that name out, but nah, fuck that. She'll never do that.
You said Paige like 7 times this podcast.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, never mind.
Well, on this episode, part of why Call initially agreed to join the episode is because we wanted to talk about post-divorce and like self-care and how important it is to, I don't know, refill your meds and like take care of yourself.
Yeah.
But Call, let's have you start. Like, what are some of the things that help you kind of stay in the right mindset as a single dad? Like post-divorce, what are some of the things that help you?
Weed.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Weed. I mean, yeah, weed. For real. No, honestly, my ex-wife said that. She was like, I prefer you to be high around the kids. Like, case in point, like I'm a good dad when I'm not high, but I'm a way more fun dad when I'm high. So I don't know. Self-care is important. I do that. That alone time is good. Like if I'm freaking out on the kids or some shit, I gotta just be like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So I just go outside a lot. I do that because I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. So I have to have some other outlet when the kids are just bugging. Fuck, I'm drawing the blank. That edible hit me, bro. I'm sorry. What about you guys?
You and I also talked about music and podcasting as like forms of outlets for you.
Podcasting is because I love fucking talking about shit. Don't I go?
Well, and that was the reason Trash Panda.
Yeah, the whole reason Trash Panda exists is because, well, like both of us were kind of going through that whole thing, but I had just split up with my ex out of 10 years and we had 2 kids together and I had no place to live. I was bumping around from his house and our other co-host when we started JD, I was bumming around their couches for, God, what was it, like 6 months? And I had no outlet. Like I wrote a lot. I never used to write, but that was always an outlet for me. So I started doing that again. And then like, I just came to him and I was like, you want to start a podcast? And he was like, what did you say? What was the first idea that you said when?
I don't remember. We should listen to the first couple episodes.
Yeah. I haven't listened to those in a long time, but, yeah, that was like the main reason is getting it all out as a fucking, we still talk about it. Even like the newer episodes, we talk about shit like that. Like I'll just go on rants about like just how it's fucking tough being fucking a single dad. And like, that's, I love that about the podcast too. But yeah, that was huge. And music was big because I always listen to music. Like Juice WRLD saved my life when I was fucking going through that divorce. Do you remember
Smoke
that?
cigarettes, listen to Juice WRLD.
Smoke cigarettes, listen to Juice WRLD. Because
Yeah.
because I was like, also I was trying to stop drinking. like I was a bad alcoholic. So like I was in the, he told me smoke weed. Don't drink. You're a way better fucking stoner than you are drunk. So
He was an annoying drunk.
bad. It was bad. There's a whole episode on our podcast called It's the First Emo Colin Strikes Again, where I got drunk on my birthday at a casino where I almost beat up an old lady. Wasn't it? Did I almost beat up an old lady at the casino?
No, the old lady almost beat you up.
Oh, that's right. But I was, like I said, I was bad, pretty fucked up drunk. So I got on my front porch and just sat there and just had like a 8-minute fucking podcast of me just ranting. I've done another one recently. I don't know.
But it was high.
I was high. Yeah, I wasn't drunk. But yeah, that was pretty big. That was it.
Wow.
Shit. I love talking about my shit sometimes. Well, I do therapy too, but like sometimes I don't dig as much. Like I can talk to him about anything. And like he always makes the joke. It's like, bro, why do you pay for a therapist when you talk to me all the time? Like, why do you just pay for that? It's just hilarious.
Yeah, because this therapist is wild.
Dude,
She's trying to turn him into like some Tusquarian centipede.
Bro, I love her though. Like I love my therapist. Dude, don't turn me against her again, all right?
That's fine. Go to her little retreat. I'll never see you again.
Dude, one time she offered me to go to, she moved her practice from Clayton out to, I'm not going to say where it is, but it's like a horse farm. Like she moved out to a horse farm and she's like an Asquarian now. Isn't that what it is? An Asquarian? Like Tusquarian? Isn't that what it is?
No.
Well, I don't know what
I
she's
can't
doing.
wait.
You never told me what she's doing.
It's not
missing
that.
gold right now.
Not that. Hold on. I'm
Okay.
gonna look it up. Not that.
But so so she offered one time for me to come down there to her house and like sit in her like fucking like
Equestrian.
Tusquarian.
That's the word you were looking for.
Yeah.
But she wanted me to come out there and like do a therapy session out there. And I'm like, so like, do I have to like go out there and like shovel horse shit or some shit? Like this bitch wants me to clean up after her horses.
No, she wants you to come out there so you could kill you and turn you into a horse.
Oh yeah. She wants to tusk me. She wants to turn me into fucking. You ever seen the movie Tusk by Kevin Smith?
Probably not. Some of my lore is that I was raised by hippies. So from when I was born until probably like 2003-ish, I didn't see any movies. So unless they were Disney movies or nature documentaries, specifically David Attenborough nature documentaries, which I still love. They are the best. However, I've seen the important ones like Star Wars and Princess Bride, but I haven't really seen any of the other ones.
She doesn't think Kevin Smith movies are the important ones.
Those are pretty important. You got to see next Kevin Smith, all of them.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
I've also seen Men in Black,
Tusk.
which is probably
top
Tusk 5 favorite movie.
Fucking reason we're talking about this whole thing.
I know, but it's a stupid movie.
It is a stupid movie, but Tusk is a movie where this dude kidnaps a podcaster and turns him into a walrus.
There's no reading into that. It's that dumb.
That's the whole movie. And he successfully turns the dude into a walrus. Spoilers if you haven't seen Clerks, people who are going to listen to this.
Clerks?
Or Tusk. Clerks 3.
Very different movie.
Oh, I'm so high. No, we were talking about the reason why we started podcasting and me getting all my feelings out and having fun with my friends. Like that was always my main goal, to be on a podcast and do shit like that. I loved hanging out with you guys, bro. Remember when we used to fucking just kick it and have fun? Dude, it was so much fucking tight shit. Oh, those were the days.
Back when Colin was still willing to punish himself on his body for the podcast.
Yeah, I fucking got would I get a Brazilian wax for the podcast?
No, you got a full.
I got a full on wax. She waxed my butthole. It was awful. He's nice.
It's really not that bad.
It's not that bad at all because you have no nerve endings in that area of your ass. So pulling the hair from your groin,
it wasn't just
it wasn't just the butthole. It was around.
Okay,
I got all of it.
You're talking to two people that have done that before
regularly.
I
don't. That's
but
the
you're
whole
and he didn't do no prep work.
Doesn't hurt.
I had 7.
The whole point is exactly it. There are so many less nerve endings around your actual butthole that pulling the hair from your butthole does not hurt as much as the rest of your groin. So there's no way that it could really hurt more. It can't. It's not possible.
I don't know.
It definitely doesn't.
It hurt like a motherfucker.
He was a little bitch, that's for sure.
I was a little bit.
I guess so, because like I
can't do it anymore. I can't do it, dude. I can't do it anymore. I'm on blood thinners. So
then there was also the time where you said you could live for a month off pickled chicken and failed, and then had to eat a pound of sugar-free gummy bears and threw up all over my backyard.
Yeah, you guys want to hear that story real quick? It's pretty.
I mean, that's the story.
Yeah. Go listen to Trash Panda Podcast, everybody.
Yeah, this is your self-promo.
You
thinking about that?
Do you know what pickled chicken is? Pickled chicken is that bag of chicken that I don't know if they sell it there anymore, but they had it at Walmart, and it tastes just like
Sam's Club.
No, because I got it at Walmart one time,
but I know for a fact it's Sam's Club.
Okay, but it tastes just like the Chick-fil-A.
It's like
chicken
Chick-fil-A
nugget.
chicken. It's brined in pickle juice.
Oh, it's so fucking good. I could probably
said that's better because in my first of all, I lived in Missouri. I was like, what kind of pill people like Walmart Missouri shit is pickle chicken?
You almost made me spit this all over my laptop.
Oh, Colin said he could live for
I think I've told
this
story on the podcast, but when one of the places I worked on Fort Leonard Wood, there was a fucking giant ass rat snake that kept coming back because the people in the smoking area kept feeding it hot dogs. What the actual fuck is that?
It's called a smart ass raccoon, right?
It was a rat snake.
It was a rat snake, not a raccoon, but whatever.
Yeah.
Same concept. If you fucking feed a raccoon, it keeps coming back. Hello.
I know. Why? Don't feed wild animals. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Yeah. Side note, speaking of wild animals, Erica, a black bear was in the Waynesville Park. A black bear. Shit hasn't been sighted.
Did you never hear about the Hattler bear?
I'm sorry. What fucking fairy tale is that? What is that? A childhood story? The Hattler bear. Excuse me.
The street Hattler, right?
I thought it was like a notorious gay dude.
There's this bear. I know it because it was right behind my house. There's this bear that would go around on trash day, and he would like knock over trash cans and eat everyone's trash.
On post, yes, but I'm talking like downtown Waynesville. The newspaper said that they haven't seen a bear in downtown, like the Waynesville city area, since like the 1800s. What the fuck?
I believe that.
We just had a sighting in Ellisville the other day. Like,
right?
Yeah, it was just chilling.
Ellisville ain't even the country.
Yeah, Ellisville's the county. Like, he was just hanging out, getting ice cream and shit. He was hot. He wanted to go swimming.
That's bananas.
Can you imagine the bear going into the public pool?
So hot.
Like, that's not Winnie the Pooh style shit. Like, I mean, the bear's killing a couple kids, right? He's getting a couple, right?
Hopefully.
I mean, hopefully.
Survival of the fittest, man.
It is true.
Get rid of the thin herd.
I mean, yeah, true. I mean, you women are scared of bears and shit, and I don't want to talk about the bear thing again.
Colin's like, I opt out. Thanks. Have a good day.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, sorry. No, sir and ma'ams. No way.
Anyways, to pull you back in,
What are we pulling me back in?
You are just out there spinning.
We're pulling Gots
sorry.
in. Gots. Post divorce, post trauma, if you will. What are some ways that you found to like help you cope or help you get through and wake up every day?
You want funny or you want to get real?
Because I'll get real too.
Yes, to both.
Because you need a hoe face, that's for sure. And if you get serious with anyone again, you don't get serious with whores.
Yeah, don't get serious with horse.
No, but in all seriousness, you got to figure out why it failed. You got to figure out. You got to if acknowledge any of your part of it, know everything that happened, and try not to do that again.
Truth.
Whatever. Yeah. Know your red flags. Know what's gonna like that. If there's one good thing, I know what I don't want now.
For sure.
More than anything.
What?
For sure.
My ex-wife.
Well, yeah, we know that.
Well, is it like physical traits or is it personality traits? Or is it like
it's personality traits. Yeah.
So give us an example.
You have to be able to grow from both sides' mistakes. You can't just, well, she was a whore. It was all her fault. There was nothing wrong with me. Let's just do it again.
Most of the time, I just blame myself and then find the things that I fucked up on and better myself that way. Like that's what I usually.
You got to learn from both sides.
I do that though. Still,
I'm not saying you don't. Settle down, High Diaz.
All right, High Diaz.
Erica and I talked about that on a previous episode where constantly trying to find the things that we did wrong and then like, I'll just fix it. I'll just get better. I'll just whatever. That's a trauma response. So like having to try to work through those things and also know the things that you did well is part of that like healing journey, right? So like it's commendable that you're like, hey, I think that all of these things were wrong and I'm going to fix them, but also know that they might not all be wrong. It's just, that's just your initial response, like your emotional response to that.
If there's one thing I learned, I've been single, 4 years?
Yeah.
4 years now. Between the failed marriage, the failed relationships, the whoring around, what did and didn't work, understanding how somebody communicates, understanding the shit like love languages is so much more important than chemistry is, honestly. Because if you understand
a lot
how like there's a lot of shit that ends up being problems in relationships. That's not really problems. It's just that the two people don't understand what each other is trying to do for each other.
Exactly.
Like you might look at, like I know a lot of women complain about, oh, he's lazy, he's not doing anything or around the house, or he probably is. You're just looking at it like somebody who looks at it like that is, they think of like acts of service is how they're doing things. She's running around the house doing everything and not being acknowledged for it or anything like that, because that's how she's seeing it. She's seeing it as an act of love. He's probably not seeing it that way. So he's not seeing the effort on the same level. If people just understood how each other, but that's like if people just understood, this is how I receive love and this is how I'm giving love or affection, there would be less problems. There would be less people like complaining that I do everything and he doesn't notice, or I bring her flowers and she doesn't notice. It's probably not that they don't notice. It's that they don't receive or give love that or affection.
100%. Because I'm a physical touch person. Thank you. But like, I'm a physical touch person. Yeah. I like to sometimes I don't want to be touched, but my partner knows if you're going to be with me, like I know this now about myself. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, like one of my favorite things to do, like if I were to ever move in with somebody or whatever, is like somebody's doing the dishes. I love coming up and being like, hey, what's going on? And like just giving them a hug or something. Like I love doing shit like that. Or like if you're just walking in the doorway, like we meet together in the doorway and I just like kind of hug you a little bit. I like doing shit like that, I'm a hand holder. I love fucking holding it.
Yeah, but to somebody who
Like,
doesn't accept the love or affection that way, that's clingy.
Yes.
And they're missing
like
the point.
And that's kind of why my marriage didn't really work out. And that's what I figured out about what didn't work out between the two of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
but
like
the ability to communicate and not be pissy about things, and just talk shit out and understanding that type of shit is so fucking important. That's the best lesson I learned.
Me. It's true. It's so hard. It's still hard for me. Like I'm going through therapy with it right now. That's what we're working on in therapy, because I'm like, I don't want to start a relationship again, because I just got out of a like year-long relationship. Like I've been single now out of that one for, I don't know how long. I don't know. Months.
It's a lot longer than a month, but
no, months.
I
don't know.
I've been separated for like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, and it was before.
And it was before you.
Yeah, so it's been a minute. But like I told myself before I get into another relationship, I'm going to be like, I'm working on my communication in therapy, like how to communicate in a relationship, because I need to do that. Because if I don't get out my needs to that person, how do I?
Well, basically, the whole thing boils down to things that end up turning into resentment, and long-term problems could be solved if people just
talked about it. Yeah, 100%. Truth.
Question though, would you guys recommend like couples therapy or therapy individually for people that are in a relationship?
Depends.
I was in couples therapy with my ex-wife and it didn't work. She didn't understand it. She didn't like it. I was trying my best to communicate, but actually it's really funny. My couples therapist is now my therapist. So like, she understands how I communicate in relationships and shit like that. But like when we were in it, I was trying my damnedest, but it turned out that I needed more individual therapy in my life before I could even like move into couples therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like I was so fucked up.
I think therapy is an incredibly strong tool, but only if everyone involved is open to it.
True.
I agree.
If someone's not open to it, it's pointless.
Well, and therapy,
or not pointless, but
it's
useless.
Not as helpful. Yeah. Therapy for me, I think that everyone at some point in their life needs to see a therapist, needs to have that communication window open. Even if it's like, obviously a relationship, there's two different completely human beings in one fucking space for years, months, however fucking long that they're together, right? And so if that person has been, or if both of them have been single for X amount of time, or they're just in like serial relationships, now they need to figure out how to be together. And it's the same thing, I think, with divorce or separation or whatever, that you have to figure out how to be alone also. You also have to figure out how to live with yourself. And I am the fucking prime example of trying to always put things on my plate so that I don't spend too much time alone with my thoughts. Also a trauma response. We've talked about this before. But learning that like living on my own is pretty fucking great. I pay my own bills. I do my own thing. Like I travel. I do these things. Like I like my life. And so I have to put, how do I explain that? I have to actually create physical exertion to create space for someone to be in my life. It's not, my tables have turned a little bit where, when I was a little bit younger, I wanted to like fold my entire life around that person. Whereas now I'm a little more like, you also need to bend this way, motherfucker. Like, I'm not just gonna do all the things that you want and go to all the places that you want. Like, you also have to do things with me. Which is, a terrible example,
See,
I guess.
I have to, I deal with that a lot. Like I have to accept that I need to do things that my partner likes to do. Like I am very hermity. I love being by myself. Like, I'm okay with being by myself. Like, I like it. It's fun for me. I get to watch my movies. I get to do what I want to do and watch my wrestling and fucking laugh with my kids and have a good time. But I don't know. I also want that somebody that I can like just chill with and hang out with. And I don't know where I'm going with that. I told you that edible fucked me up, bro. I knew this was talking.
I'm the complete opposite when it comes to living on my own. I had a wife for 13 years that never worked, and now I'm the only income. I would fucking love to have a dual income.
Oh, I'm going to talk to you right now. I was just saying yesterday to Paige, I was like, I miss that dual income. That's like what I miss the most.
Well, I do want to switch the tables a little bit, guys. Like we're talking a lot about communication, right? So are there any skills that you think you need for listening, right? Because your partner can talk and talk and talk, but are you actually listening? Are you actually paying attention? Are you actually trying to digest what they're saying, either before responding or responding with heart or whatever?
Well, that also depends. It depends on what kind of communication you're talking about.
Try
because like especially like if your partner comes home from work and they just had a shitty day, there's 3 different types. Like do you need me to listen? Do you need me to offer solutions, or do you need me to back you no matter what? Like those are 3 different responses, 3 different types of support you could get from me.
Mm-hmm.
And each of those takes a different skill set, I think.
If like my partner came at me with a bad day and I knew, like, say she was like texting me like, oh, it's just been like a shitty day. Like everybody's been fucking awful. And like, I work from home and I would be like, okay, cool. Well, here's what I got for you to look forward to when you come home. Like, of like something cooked for you. Like, what do you want to eat of? Whatever you want. Like you ask.
That's different though. That's not the communication. That's your acts of service. But
that's still a communication thing. I'm still communicating that I
was just saying like, it's different skill sets.
Am I too high for this conversation?
Maybe.
Or am I getting too deep?
No, I think I'm with Colin. Like, if somebody, like if I come home and I'm like, I had a really shitty day, and my husband's like, oh, what happened? And I like tell him, and he's like, oh, well, you should do this. I'd be like, first of all, I can come up with my own solutions. Thank you very much.
Right.
Right. I'm not doing that though.
That's why you need 3. It's like almost ask the question when she walks in the door.
And he'd like made dinner or something, I would be like, you're the best. Like, you just made me feel 100 times better because it's one less.
Yeah, but like if I knew that beforehand, but like if you're coming in at me like blind, like I had a shitty day, I'd be like, okay, well, like let's sit down. Like, what's up? Like if I'm watching something on TV, I'm like pausing. I'll be like, hey, what's up? Like, do you want to talk about it? And like if you come at me and you're like, well, no, maybe no, I'm gonna go take a shower and like just decompress for a little bit. I'd be like, all right, awesome, cool. Like if you want to come talk in a little bit, that's cool. Like go take a bath, relax. Like if you want you want something to eat, like do you need me to do anything for you? Like shit like that. Like that's how I'd respond to stuff like that.
I think that falls into the love languages though, and understanding. Like if you understand that that's work, then
yeah,
then that's awesome of you.
Yeah,
to take care of that.
So,
but just communication wise, you can come home and you could just be and you could almost ask the question, what do you need? What do you need from me? Like,
yeah.
I will sit here and listen, or I will be like, yeah, fuck that bitch, and just support you no matter what.
Yeah. Like, or that's what I'm saying.
Or be like, do you want solutions?
Like, do we need to go burn somebody's fucking house down? Like, what's up? Like, I'm totally game for that. You know, I love house burnings, dude. I love it. I love arson. Oh, it's so much fun. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I don't have a rap sheet.
Sounds like that'd be used against you.
They didn't catch me yet.
It's all for you, Omar.
It's all for you, Omar.
Oh, God. Well, Erica, what about conflict? So, like, argument between family member, a friend, a spouse. Like, what are some of the things that you can kind of pull away from that experience?
My problem is always that I am not very good in the moment. So, like, if I'm having an argument with somebody and they like ask me something, I have to like think about it for a while. So I'm not very good at arguments that way because I sort of like, and then if you try and rush me, I just sort of like shut down or like I'll agree to something that I don't want to because I just need time to like think. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Like, I think it's good in that I usually don't say things that I regret, but at the same time, it's like I can't resolve things in the moment. So like my my mom and my two sisters, one of them is there's always something happening and it's always a crisis. And I just like, there have been a lot of times where I just have to like distance myself because I love them. I do, but I just can't participate in the drama vortex. It's just too stressful for me because like I can't just like with them, they'll just dive into it and then they'll say whatever and then they'll just like peace out and then it's, you know, that's fine for them. Like that's just how they deal with it. And that's just not how I deal with it. And it's really stressful. That's why I have anti-anxiety medication.
Refill your meds, people.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just started taking Wellbutrin and like, holy fucking shit. I was like, is this how
I've been
normal
off that for
feel?
2 weeks.
This is how
My
like
anxiety is like this.
I don't take Wellbutrin for anxiety. I take it for depression. I take Prozac for anxiety. Wellbutrin is so I can get out of bed in the morning.
I feel that in my soul,
Can you do
if
that?
we're being honest.
Thank you so much.
Would you like me to assemble
Sure. Do you have any shredded cheese?
I don't think so.
He just goes off on the whole conversation.
Who is that?
My daughter.
I'm the
Oh.
I'm the same way as you, Erica. I'm the same way. Like, but when in an argument or like something like that, I'm usually like, if I have to think about something or like you put a huge question on me or like, sure. You put a question on me like that's really important or like we're in the middle of a fight. It's like, I usually like do a thing where it's like, can we have a pause button where it's like you pause it. You press the pause button and you wait a little bit in the argument, even though you're mad as fuck, you try your best. Like, just if you got to walk away or if you got to like whatever, you just put a pause in the conversation so that person can get that their thoughts together and be like, okay, I need to really think about this. And then we can, once I'm ready to get back, we can we can press the unpause button and then we can continue the conversation. So,
do you want to hear a real dickish response to that?
Yeah. What's a dick response to that?
I think do whatever works to keep the peace, but I think if you need to do that, somebody sucks at communicating.
And it's usually me. Yeah, I know. But that's what my therapist helped me do.
I'm just fucking with you.
All right.
So this is again going back to me. I also just have a lot of anxiety. So I'm like, I don't want to answer this question right now. But if I don't answer this question, and then I just go down every single possible terrible rabbit hole that could possibly happen.
See, that's called catastrophizing.
Yeah, see, if you put me on the spot like that and you don't let me have that pause button, I'll either blow up or I'll just sit in a corner and just shut down because I don't want to fucking talk.
Yeah, I don't.
And if I do blow up,
I'm
it's
not
not
a blower
good.
upper. I'm a shutdowner for sure.
I'm not like I'm going to get a domestic today type blow up person. I'm more of like I'm going to fucking blow up and just say shit that I probably shouldn't say. It's in the heat of the moment and I'm going to fucking just rail into you. Like,
I don't do that.
Like, no holds barred, motherfucker.
Sure. I am the same way. So like therapy.
Yeah, Chris Benoit style.
Oh God. Therapy for me was like my therapist at the time was like, there's always a chaser and a runner in an argument. And so initially I am the runner because I will say shit that I don't mean. Like I have told stories about my ex-husband, but there are also, obviously, there are faults of mine. There was a couple of arguments that like he would chase because his personality was very much we have a conflict, we need to get this fucking handled right now. We need to fix it. And for me, I'm a runner because I need to calm the fuck down. I need that pause button so that I can like think things through and then try to have a conversation about it. There was a couple of times that like I'm being chased, and by chased I mean like, you know, followed throughout the house. I'm trying to like shut the door to the bathroom and he's like pushing the door open like, we need to talk about this. And there was a couple of times that I looked at him and I was like, your dick is so small you can't even think right now. Get out of my face, you know? And like, you know, he didn't have a small penis, guys. Like it wasn't like that, but it was just like, that's what came to my head. That's what came out of my mouth. And I was like, well, I'm a hateful bitch. Cool. Great. Have a good day. Now I've become a total asshole and you need to get out of the bathroom so that I can calm the fuck down. Like,
See, if you would have said that to me, I'd have been like, I already knew that. So you don't need to fucking come at me like that, bro. Like I already knew that shit.
But that's the thing. It's like it's like that petty, hateful shit that like it just bubbles up because I need a minute. I need a fucking minute to just like try to figure out my thoughts, and then they just word vomit. It just comes out, and like, I have said some mean things.
God, I wish I could fucking say.
But unfortunately, like there has to be a compromise, but only both people need to be compromising because one's a runner, one's a chaser. If you don't give in to each other, it's going to make the other whoever's not getting what they need worse.
Yeah. Not wrong. And it's part of that communication factor where you can be like, okay, I need to have this, I need to have this break, or this person, like, I need to have this fucking resolved within 6 minutes. Okay, I need you to give me 3 minutes by myself. Like, and obviously, you know, 99.9% of people can't put a time limit on it, but it's just a matter of having that conversation and trying. And, you know, one thing works this one time. Okay, the next time this happens, hopefully maybe we'll have a little bit of a clear head to do that same kind of thing. But if not, this didn't work, we need to talk about it. But that's the thing is like, go ahead.
Colin's Couch does comedy. The Colin Couch comedy tour.
Is it gonna be with a K?
It is with a K. Of course it is. There's Confident Colin with a K. There's shirts on trashpandapodcast.com. Go get a Confident Colin and the Mogwais t-shirt. Get yourself the beautiful fucking Trash Panda Podcast, Trash Panda's fucking art that Gott's made. It's a painting that I have hanging in my house.
I might do that just because I love raccoons so much. I have a t-shirt with a raccoon on it.
Oh my God. We have a jersey right there. Trash Panda Podcast jersey with our logo on it. We have a skateboard. Our skateboard hangs up in a local comic book store called Altered State Comics in St. Louis, Missouri. Hangs up in their shop. It's pretty fucking tight. Let's go, son. That's our shameless.
I mean, I'm surprised you can actually see it. Like, I know my video of you is a little bit shitty, but like your eyes are like little tiny slits.
It's because I'm high.
I know.
Oh,
and
God.
I got that fucked up wonky eye, so that fucks everything up too. So.
I wasn't gonna say anything about your wonky eye.
It's cool. You don't have to. No, I make jokes about my wonky eye all the time. It's fine.
Oh, so we did a Colin's Couch episode. Unique. We did a Colin's Couch episode, and he got high, and there was 4 of us. Yeah, because Jody B and Meg came on, and the 4 of us are on this fucking. Oh yeah, I think Tim also came on. But the 4 or 5 of us were on the show, and Colin, like, his eye was closed. And so he's got his glasses and he's recording like this. And at one point I texted him, I'm like, hey boo, are you okay? Like, are you good? And he's like, it's just my eye. It's fine.
Hey Sarah, how much do you love being understaffed?
Oh, Erica, it's my favorite thing ever. Thanks for tuning in to the Living Understaffed pod, where we celebrate the art of doing it all with very little energy and not enough time.
Tune into the Living Understaffed podcast for epic fails, stories, book recommendations, and the joy of pretending to survive it all.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and head over to the link tree where you can find how to guest on our show, find the podcast on whatever favorite listening app you have, and send us a message for any questions or comments you may have. I don't know.
Finger guns.